Good morning, students. Today we are going to read the chapter Business Ethics from Business Ethics and Corporate Governance. The topic covered in this chapter are as follows: are number one, meanings and definition, relevance of ethics and values in business, ethical dilemmas, spiritual values, modern business ethics, and last one is the changing environment and stakeholder management. So these are the six topics which we are going to see in this chapter, business ethics. First of all, we want to make it clear what the ethics is. After that, we will move to business ethics. So first of all, study about we will study about ethics. Ethics. What does ethics means? The word ethics has been derived from the Greek word which is ethos, which means character, customs, or accepted behavior. Means ethics is a uh, ethics can be a character, customs, or accepted behavior which a person show in front of other or in front of the society or at their workplaces. Another thing for the ethics is a set of principles. What ethics is? Ethics is a set of principles or standards of human conduct, what they are conducting, what they are behaving, what how they are reacting. These principles and standards are governed by the ethics. These are known as the ethics that govern the behavior of individual or organizations. Uh, Similarly, another thing is that ethics can be defined as the discipline dealing with moral duty and obligation. Ethics, what does ethics is? Ethics is the discipline dealing with the moral duties, what the moral duties are, and obligations, what the obligations are, and explaining what is good or not good. Means they are also we have to we must also know what is good, what is bad for us, for our society, for our family, for our surrounding. These are also counts in the ethics. Next things we have to see the business ethics. What does business ethics means here? Business ethics means that the standards and principles we are following in the business or at the workplace or in the institution towards others, towards boss, towards superior, or towards our junior or workers, other workers. So business ethics refers to a code of conduct which businessmen are expected to follow while dealing with others. Businessmen expected to follow while dealing with other. Code of conduct. Code of conduct. What is code of conduct? Code of conduct is a set of principles. Code of conduct is a set of principles and expectation that are considered binding on any person who is member of a particular group. Code of conduct is the set of principles what we are having, what we are reacting in front of other, what we are having inside us. uh, these are the code of conducts. Another thing is that business ethics comprises the principles and standards that guide behavior in the conduct of business. What is business ethics? Business ethics comprise with the principles and standards that guide behavior. Uh, that guides. It must be said that that guides one's behavior or employees behavior in the conduct of business. Means business conduct करने के लिए किस तरीके के behavior आप जो है follow करते हैं. Business ethics concerned with adhering means following to the social principle. बिजनेस एक्सरसाइज से जो है वो कंसर्न है, फॉलो करते हैं सोशल प्रिंसिपल्स को जो है फॉलो करते हैं. तो ये एथिक्स और बिजनेस एथिक्स के बारे में जो है बता रहे हैं. इसके बाद नेक्स्ट टॉपिक हमारा है रिलेवेंस के लिए कि रिलेवेंस क्या है. रिलेवेंस मींस इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ एथिक्स एंड वैल्यूज इन द बिजनेस. क्या बेनिफिट्स है, क्या इंपॉर्टेंस है इसके के एथिक्स और वैल्यूज को जो है वो फॉलो करा जाता है बिजनेस के अंदर. We have to read it out in this slide. First relevance is that uniting people. What can we do if with our nature, with our behavior, we can unite people, and we can be a present ourselves as a leader in front of others. So here we can say that uniting people and leadership. So in this, you can read it out. An organization driven by values is respected by its employees also. Means if the organization consider the values of each and every community, each and every caste, each and every religion, each and every employee, then it can be respected by the employees also. Then when employee respect, what they will do, the ethics and values bring the employees and the decision makers together. What does it do? It will create a relationship between employees and top level management, who are the decision makers of the business. Another thing is satisfying basic human needs. They can also do the job towards human needs. What they can do, they can research they can search the means needs requirements towards the society, towards the nation, towards the pupils of the nation. So here we can read this line: fair, honest, and ethical is one of the basic human need. What we can say that fair, honest, and ethical is one of the basic need of one of the basic human needs. Employee Every employee wishes to be honest and want to work for an organization that is fair and ethical in its practices. So, employee, what does employee mean? Want over here? Employee want to be the honest and also want to be in a workforce in a group where each and everybody he could find to be fair and ethical in his or her or their practices. Next thing is, what can ethics and values do? Ethics and values can improve decision making. Decision making can also be improved with the help of ethics and values. If we consider ethics and values of each another uh, inside the organization, outside the organization, we can improve our decision making. We can consider the requirement of employees as well as for the society also. So decision making will improve if the decisions are taken in the interest of the society. Decision making can be improved if they are taken in the interest of society, employees, and company in its own. Means if we follow the decisions, if we follow the steps, if we consider the ethics and values of each another, we can create a healthy environment inside the organization and outside the organization, and which will give the decision making fair and ethical decision making. Next, securing the society. We can also secure the society. We can also know what the society wants from an organization. Many times it can be seen that famous organizations they can look after the need and requirement of the society. They can see what the society want. So कभी कभी क्या करते हैं कि they can create some restroom, they can create some water facility, they can adopt some villages, they can means adopt some parks for maintenance and other things. They can also it can also be heard that sometimes they install fans in the public schools. Sometimes these organizations uh, gives a water facility, mineral water facility, or water purifier facility in the public schools. So these are the requirements which can be seen around us, around our sorry, uh, around our society. Next one is securing the society. How we can secure? Ethical protects the society in a better way. than the legal machinery of our nation. Ethical can protect the society. How can ethics protect the society in better way than the legal machinery of the society? If we are well versed with our ethics, with our behavior, so if it happen that the law machinery, the legal machinery of a nation fails, the ethics will not fail. So it can be said that where law fails or law machinery fails, ethics always succeed. Next is creating credibility. We can also create credibility of the organization, credibility of the institution. So an organization that follow the path of moral values is respected in the society also, even by those who have no information about the working of an organization. Means if the organization set up the water purifier, yeah, set up the fans in public school, nobody knows about the organization, but there is can be a feeling among them that the organization must be a good one or having a good faith besides us. Next is long term gains. Whatever we are following, whatever we are doing in the form of these points, it can give us long term gain. Long term gain in the form of, they are saying that organization guided by ethics and values are profitable in long run, though in the short run they may seem to lose money. Short term, if we see that in the short term they will lose money. Means I have taken the example that organization set up the water cooling system, or they have uh, distributed fans among the public schools. What does this mean? It means कि शॉर्ट रन में तो उनको नुकसान ही हो रहा है, शॉर्ट रन में तो उनको मनी जो है वो उनको लूज हो रही है, मनी उनको खर्च हो रही है, लेकिन लॉन्ग रन में अगर देखें तो उनको बेनिफिट्स ही बेनिफिट्स है. दे कैन क्रिएट ए फीलिंग ऑफ nationality among them. The next topic which we are going to cover today is the last topic for today, that is ethical dilemmas. Ethical dilemmas. What are dilemmas over here? Dilemmas are the situation which creates inside a person that what is good, what is bad, or what decision to be followed, what decision to be taken. So ethical dilemma, they are saying that ethical dilemma is also known as moral dilemma or ethical paradox. So ethical dilemma can also be known as moral dilemma or ethical paradox. What this means, we can read it out over here. Every person can be encountered with an ethical dilemma. एवरी पर्सन कैन बी इनकाउंटर्ड, मतलब कभी कभी क्या होता है, हम सभी जो है वो सोचते हैं कि हम सिचुएशन वन ऑप्ट करें या सिचुएशन टू ऑप्ट करें, ऑप्शन वन के साथ जाए, ऑप्शन टू के साथ जाए, कौन सा अल्टरनेटिव बेस्ट है. तो ये सारी सिचुएशंस हमारे साथ में आती है. तो ये सारी सिचुएशंस को हम बोलते हैं डिलेमा. Means we cannot judge about the best option, best situation, best alternative. So these are the ethical dilemmas. If a person in the most in almost every aspect of their life, including personal, social and professional. Personal, social and professional behavior में सभी behaviors में हमें जो है ये persons के साथ में, हमारे साथ में situations creates होती हैं. Next is ethical dilemmas are the situation in which there is a choice to be made between two options. Ethical dilemma होता क्या है? Ethical dilemma is a situation where there is a choice to be made between two options, neither of which resolve the situation as an ethically acceptable approach. और हम इथिकली जो है वो वहाँ पर सोच नहीं पाते हैं कि कौन सा ऑप्शन हमारे लिए बेटर होगा, कौन से ऑप्शन के साथ में हमें जाना चाहिए. तो इन सच केसेस societal and personal ethical guidelines can provide नो सेटिस्फैक्ट्री आउटकम फॉर द डिसीजन मेकर्स। यहाँ पे क्या होता है, डिसीजन मेकर जो है वो सेटिस्फैक्ट्री आउटकम जो है वो सेटिस्फैक्ट्री रिजल्ट नहीं दे पाते हैं, नहीं बता पाते हैं कि क्या चीज़ जो है वो सही रहेगी। तो इनको ओवरकम करने के लिए हमारे पास जो है वो कुछ कंसिडरेशन है, कुछ पॉइंट्स हैं रिजॉल्व करने के लिए। तो इनको इनसे कैसे रिजॉल्व करा जाए कि हम ऐसी सिचुएशंस अगर हों कि हम जो है दो सिचुएशन के बीच में समझ नहीं पा रहे हैं कि हमें क्या ऑप्ट करना है। तो हम यहाँ पे जो है वो कुछ पॉइंट्स हैं, ये नीचे 6 पॉइंट्स यहाँ पे मैं पढ़ूंगा अभी। पहले यहाँ से देख लें कि पॉइंट्स किसने बनाए, ये स्टेप्स किसने दिए गए हैं। There are many approaches have been developed for resolving ethical dilemmas. Ethical dilemmas को resolve करने के लिए बहुत सारे approaches, बहुत सारे models create करे गए हैं. I have taken one model from the this Potter box model, which was developed by J. Black in 2003. What J. Black said in this, J. Black considered suggested six steps to resolve ethical dilemma. These steps are: first of all, the decision maker has to define what is dilemma is, or what is the situation about he is creating a dilemma inside his mind. So first of all, he must be cleared about the dilemma. What is the dilemma and what is the situation behind it? Yeah, what are the available situations behind it? Next, it must be identified that what are the values, what are the moral values to be happen, to be hurted, to be followed in either of the situation. यानी कौन सी सिचुएशन में कौन सी मॉरल वैल्यूज को जो है वो फॉलो करा जा सकता है, कहाँ पे मॉरल वैल्यूज का ज्यादा से ज्यादा ध्यान रखा जा सकता है, ये आइडेंटिफाई करा जाए। इसके बाद आफ्टर दैट डेवलप एंड अकाउंटेबिलिटी सिस्टम जो है वो यहाँ पे बना लें। अकाउंटेबिलिटी सिस्टम बनाने के लिए क्या होगा, वी मस्ट एस्टैब्लिश सम प्रिंसिपल्स विच कैन बी फॉलोड बाय अस, by our superior, by our juniors who are in the accountable machinery of the organization. अकाउंटेबिलिटी सिस्टम बनाने के बाद जो है हमें क्या करना होगा, कंपेयर द अल्टरनेटिव्स को जो है कंपेयर करके देखें कि अल्टरनेटिव्स हमारे लिए क्या, कौन सा अल्टरनेटिव जो है वो बेस्ट रहेगा, कौन सा अल्टरनेटिव को हमें फॉलो करना चाहिए। हम अल्टरनेटिव्स को जो है वो कंपेयर करके देख लें। वी मस्ट कंपेयर द अल्टरनेटिव्स। नेक्स्ट इज इम्प्लीमेंट द डिसीजन को इम्प्लीमेंट कर दें, और डिसीजन को इम्प्लीमेंट करने के बाद हमें मॉनिटर भी करना पड़ेगा, उसके ऊपर कंट्रोल भी करना पड़ेगा कि कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस उसके अकॉर्डिंग टू इम्प्लीमेंटेड डिसीजंस आ रहे हैं या नहीं आ रहे हैं, अकॉर्डिंग टू सिचुएशंस आ रहे हैं या नहीं आ रहे हैं, यानी कंट्रोलेबल सिचुएशंस हो रही हैं या नहीं, ये हमें देखना पड़ेगा। और साथ ही साथ कंट्रोल और मॉनिटर करके अपने जो अल्टरनेटिव्स हैं, जो सिचुएशंस हैं, जो हमने ऑप्ट कर ली, जो हमने सेलेक्ट कर ली, उसके लिए एक पॉलिसी भी डेवलप करना पड़ेगी, भी मस्ट डेवलप पॉलिसी टू मॉनिटर इट। So student, I am stopping over here. Next time we are going to see the remaining three topics of this. uh, so it's your turn. If you are having any query, please